Hello, first grade. I hope that you are excited to get started on your nature project inspired by our good friend, Georgia O'Keefe. Georgia and I are very excited to show you how to get started drawing your nature item today. So grab a pencil and some paper and a couple of crayons and let's get started. All right, first grade, so we are going to get started on our nature close-up project. So you can see right here an example that I made of a sunflower. I love sunflowers, so I did this close-up artwork of my favorite flower. So this is going to be a combination of drawing and painting. This week we're focusing on the drawing part. So I want to show you a few of the very popular items that students like to draw for this project. And I thought it would be helpful to show you some examples because for this project, since we're looking very, very close, we want to make sure that our item from nature is nice and big. So one example, because it's fall, is a pumpkin. That's a super popular item that students love to draw. So I'm going to show you how to draw a pumpkin really quick. All right, so on a piece of paper with your pencil in the middle, you're going to draw a nice big oval all the way up and down. All right, so then on either side of that oval, we're going to do two more ovals, but do you see how it kind of looks like it's going behind the first one? So these are making the ridges of the pumpkin. And then we're going to draw two more ovals, and they can start to get a little bit smaller, that's fine too. All right, so if you have a lot of space, you can also do more ovals if you would like to, but otherwise, this might be a good time to go ahead and draw in the stem of your pumpkin. And I know a lot of students also like to draw in a nice curly vine for the pumpkin. Now, when we're drawing something from nature, we want to make sure that we understand where that item is. So this pumpkin, for example, might be sitting on the ground. So we want to draw a line behind the pumpkin that shows that this up here is the sky and this down here is the ground. So there's an example of a pumpkin that you can draw if you'd like to. So another really popular example that students of course like to draw is a flower. Now you already saw mine, but one that's a little bit simpler might help too. So we're gonna do something a little bit different. I'm actually going to have the center of the flower nice and big down here on the bottom. And then because we want to draw our flower really close up, we're going to start drawing some nice big petals. Now it's okay if you have a little space between them. We'll get to that in just a second, don't worry. Some of your petals might run off the page. That's okay, just pretend that you can see them all the way. All right, so we still have some space. That means that we can go ahead and draw in some smaller petals in between those bigger ones. All right, and something else that we might see on a flower, sometimes we see the different lines on there to show kind of where the petal crease is. So you might want to draw some of those in too. All right, and if you want to add some other details into the center, maybe you have a second circle. Maybe you decide to add some smaller circles to be the seeds in the middle of the flower. You can do that too, absolutely. All right, the last example that I'm going to show you is going to be a ladybug on a leaf. All right, so for the ladybug, I'm going to draw it with its wings slightly open. So in order to do that, I am going to start with one nice big half circle, just like this. And then up at the top, we want them to connect. I'm going to draw another line coming out, and this is going to be our second half circle. All right, so that's going to be the ladybug's wings. Down here on the bottom, we can close up that space for its body. We can go ahead and draw some polka dots on the ladybug because of course we know that ladybugs have spots on them, on their wings. All right, we're gonna do another kind of half circle up here for its head. If you would like to draw the antenna on it, you can do that. And then we still have some space in the background. I mentioned let's do a ladybug on a leaf. So I'm going to draw on either side a big curving line. And remember, since this is really close up, we know a ladybug is super teeny tiny. Because this is really big, the leaf is going to look really big too. All right, everyone. So once you have finished up today with drawing the object from nature that you want to do, you're going to want to pull your crayons out. Now, we're going to be painting these projects next week. So all we want to do today is do an outline with our crayon. That's going to help us see all the wonderful lines that we have drawn. So I'm going to outline what color everything would actually be. So for example, the polka dots, I am going to outline in black. The wings of the ladybug, I would outline in red, and then the leaf, I'll outline in green. Once you finish with your outlining and we can't see any of your pencil lines anymore, you can stop for this week so that you are ready to go for next week.